This is my experience with Makuni Boma. Now, before this, I needed to understand what bomas are because this is the second African continent that I'm hearing this being used. So I had to do some research. Now, what I found is that in the context of the African continent, bomas typically refer to enclosures or fenced areas, often used for specific purposes. Now, as language has developed, there are several meanings for bomas, and it depends on the context, right? So it can be a traditional enclosure. So in many African cultures, particularly in rural and pastoral communities, a boma can refer to an enclosure or a small compound, often surrounded by a fence made from wood or thorny bushes. These are typically used to corral livestock, right? And to keep them safe from predators. Now, another definition is that it can be a cultural or tourist venue. Now, in modern times, especially in tourist settings, the term boma has also come to represent a traditional outdoor dining area or cultural venue. These are often set up as part of a safari or tourist resorts where guests can experience a traditional African dining experience and complete with bonfire, traditional music and dance, as well as cuisine. And that is what this is, right? The Makuni Boma here in Zambia. Now, another context is that bomas as a village or community center. In some parts of East Africa, especially Swahili-speaking areas, the word boma may simply refer to a village or a community center. This can involve a communal meeting space where people gather or have discussions or ceremony or social events. Now let's go to this experience, right? This was my first experience at the Royal Livingstone by Anantara at this Victoria Falls. When you enter the bomas, there are several huts with different individuals. And I encountered 3 individuals. The first was a gentleman who asked me to sit down by a fire, and he told me a story of how elders those days would tell stories to children. So he told me a story. I went to another hut where a young lady told me about puberty rites in her particular village, or maybe tribe, as if I may call it that. And then I went into a third hut, which was actually a witch doctor. He told me that he can tell me my future and predict a lot of things about me if I am to make a donation of some sort. I don't believe in these things, so I thanked him and then I went my way. I don't want to really talk too much in this video. I want you to watch the cultural display because it is quite spectacular. This activity goes well into the night, and it entails a dinner buffet, dance, and you can join the dancers if you so wish. There's also a lot of drumming, so they give you drums and then you can drum along with them, and it goes deep into the night. When you're done, you can call the reception to be picked up, or you can just walk. It's not a dangerous walk. The facility is enclosed. The only thing you might encounter are some animals, but really it is very safe. There's a clear path directing you to the hotels, and so feel free to walk back to your room. This activity comes at a cost. It is not inclusive of your package. So you have to book in advance and you have to make a payment when you are checking out. So I would urge you to give it a try when you are at the Royal Livingstone by Anantara, or if you're in Zambia. Honestly, I don't think you have to be a guest of the hotel to make this reservation because it's online. Feel free to check it out. I think it's definitely worth it, if nothing at all, for the dancing and the drumming. And also the food. The food is actually very good. Thank you. So I'm going to leave you to watch the cultural display. I really hope you enjoy it. Feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. I forgot to say this. There were 2 performances that I thought were very interesting. The first was a gentleman who was basically eating fire or swallowing fire. He also had this superhuman strength. So I actually ended up pounding his stomach with a pistol, not a gun, just the mortar and pistol. So they put a mortar on his stomach and I was using a pistol to pound it. And well, he wasn't flinching, right? He would stare at you dead in the eyes whilst you do this. And he was the same gentleman who was eating the fire. The second performance, which I found interesting, was this big-headed masked gentleman who is supposedly perpetually drunk. And the reason he's perpetually drunk is because he gets to taste any drinks, any alcohol before it is given to the chief. So So imagine consistently tasting alcohol or the drinks that are brought to the chief, because some may be laced with poison and they don't want the chief to die, right? So he is like the mouse or the test rat. So he gets to taste it before anybody else. So he's perpetually drunk. Those two performances I thought were very interesting. I'm hoping that I can get them in there because I didn't use my camera for everything. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really did.
you combine the two notes together, the one you were playing and the one the second group was playing.
Ooh.
So you can combine the two notes together. Just like that.
You got it.